Good morning, viewers, and welcome to your number one sports program when I share network Discovery in Sports with me, Scyll Akempta Kargbo. Today, inside the program, we're going to forget the CEO and also the chairman of the All Africa Games in Sports. They try to introduce the games they want me to play with small like Ludo, Kickseed, Church, etc. and etc. So they picking them in different schools them for let themselves learn and know them culture. So then they'll be able to pass them to them picking and tomorrow. Now we go along and get an interview with them. Morning and welcome to Share Network Discovery in Sports.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
You go please tell viewers who that's now you.
Well, actually, I'm Eunice Jalo. I'm the chairman for games and traditional sports. That's our leave.
Alright, Mr. Eunice, you be the chairman for games and traditional sports inside Salone. I want to give you a brief history how you come about for this organization where they try for bill or where they already set up be a reality.
Well, basically, about this organization as we don't set, we try for be a reality program. You know, when initiative we come up from my own CEO, when Master Victor Amara, then we come up with this idea. The moment he tell me about this idea, so I click up with him. I say, well, this is a nice idea because really traditional games them. If you look at the European people them, we get most of this with traditional game and then they convert to their own playing games, you know. So why we for sit down and look the white people, then they move with their own traditional game, then convert them to their own European games. I say this is a nice initiative. I say the first thing we need for start, we need for go school to schools because now they will get a lot of picking them. What if say then we seems for understand we first before we go na the street. So it take we to the student them, we try 1-2 schools, we see them patronize with we. Anyway, we try 1-2 games them, where the games them go smoothly. So from there, we say this, we for sure now with the light, let people know say, Salone with traditional games then we use for play, we try for revive and back to the nation.
Okay, when I only small, I want to tell you the different schools the owner don't go for going to use these games.
Yeah, like basically the first school where we go government municipal school with the KID-AFAN, then we go World, and also we go technical. Although technical will not be complete the training there, we may say after the agencies we school open we will try for go back. So now then 3 schools then they we don't try for introduce the games and traditional sports.
How the picking them welcome this idea? How the picking themselves me feel for be part of this kind initiative? How them welcome on other schools there?
Really so handsome anyway. It's so great because the moment first we meet the principal, don't we forget about the picking them first. The principal first as well we meet about the project. He happy past the picking them. He really welcome we. He really embrace we because then concept then they expect say even need the country for how they think about them project and they, you know. So the moment we go with them project and they go to we really happy because it can reach a time, especially like government municipal, even like the principal may they train with the picking them, you know. Like the best game more when they may like na church, that church boundary, you know. The principal may they train with them done with the PE teacher, they all may they train. Go to the next school, they all them is so happy. Right now, say as I talk to you so now, we get some of the students there when they call we. Then really they call we, who stand the program therefore start back. Then really want make say follow go they do every Saturday, follow they call them, kind of beach, we can do some exercise because them back then they used to the game. So you see?
But Mr. Chair, I want you explain to viewers them, right? You know, say plenty of Sierra Leoneans can start up something. Then when it reach the peak where everybody will don't take and say, okay, we don't begin to get certainty we go development in picking their lives or maybe adults or whatever, then you could just see the project go just die out like that. So whose kind mechanism you don't put in place for make this still so continue and then you reach the goals where you hope for it?
Yeah, Thank you very much for this particular question, because the question is what we really expect. Indeed, you don't really give me this question. Viewers, this particular project will be they on, and I believe say everybody know the master first way at the move it, and a master we not ever fail by any projects we they on, and a master we don't get a lot of medal inside sport. So I believe say if I move with this master, like how me and this together, I can show back the master in them once more, because I don't show now when a master Victor Amara, when I the president for martial arts na Sierra Leone. So like that man in a man we get passion for any type of sport where you think about. So the moment where it come with this project come, and I believe say that thing where you don't see say this project. Now projects will not get for be like we start on today, then before they say 1, 2, 3 months or 1, 2 years, they'll drop back. And not get for happen. So we develop these projects for we picking them we get for come tomorrow. So if we left out safe, like what we don't develop, and I believe say we picking them, then we get more zeal for take charge for let the project push go before. So this project, not to any project, when I want to this project and drop out. Traditional game, I believe say 90% of Salone man we know about traditional game. Touch, ARDIE, kick seed. I believe say most of we all don't play this game. So we ready for push this game to the wall. Not to even Salone the thing but no the thing about the ball.
Okay, well, you say church, ARDIE, kick seed, and balance ball. Why wanna not try for cow with bootskiddy? Me na Mauro me small. I mean like that game they too much. Why wanna not try for cows that bootskiddy day for man for woody boys there that ludo. Sabi, I know you know man like me. You know what I mean? I mean, I wanna not cows then give me then for more for the boys, because we look inside the church. I believe say that person can at the middle line. You understand? If not somebody who wicked like call me the gap up. We learn by you say go yes, so like why not try for cow to the other games then?
Well, really like bootskiddy we get for cow with that particular game there, because if you look at bootskiddy game, the time way we may play we may look at and say now one of the most dangerous game. Yeah. Yes. But now we try for create some certain thing we go make where would start them. You know, you not get for too harmful like how it may happen before. Like when you put the bootskiddy, you slap that amethyst or whatsoever. If you not care inside yourself, it will damage you. Yes. So now like what will they fight for do now? They try for come with some guard them. You know, then face guard. If you look at this game, that what game I can reflect my memory to? This
cricket.
Game, yeah, cricket.
Get the same similar.
Yeah, like whatever. Fine. So now then they try for do for now get some guard. You know, the most part they also know say that ball or the team they use for do that game day. Any side in knack, that side they get injured. So they try to find a guard, face guard. You know, you get forget that bullet, that element, all lengthened in there. So before they start, but we don't the process anyway, because by God's grace we celebrate International Traditional Games and Sports next week, the 14th August. From there we go start from there. Follow we push that particular game day up. Yeah.
Alright, so what's going to be last word to viewers then?
Well, viewers, the last word I get for say, I just want to make the one old Sierra Leonean follow we come together and we see how best we're able to push this with traditional games and sports. Traditional games and sports, now for we all. Everybody can play traditional games and sports, not so just that small picky way they go school. Even like we don't big so, you know, in a part of exercise, we all keep able to play this game. So I plea to every Sierra Leonean, follow we all come together, let's see how best we push this traditional games and sports inside Salone.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much too.
Alright, good morning and welcome to Sierra Network Discovery in Sports.
Good morning, Sierra Network. Good morning, listeners. Good morning, viewers.
You go please tell who that you be for the sake of the interview, for the sake of the records.
Well, me are the CEO for the Traditional Sports and Games Sierra Leone, and the organizing secretary for the Union of Traditional Sports and Games in Africa.
Well, you be the CEO. I want to give you a small scenario how you start this whole initiative.
Well, we've been going to one martial arts congress in Ghana when we've been discuss about imported games and local games. And I mean, therefore, raise the issues. Me and Shamsu Mustafa raise the issues that with local games, why it need to function because we need to put effort param. And we look low at we own games them. And we need to give incentive for we own games them. If they give certificate where you do AKRA, KID-AFAN, ARDIE, touch boundary, both KID, you know, they begin playing at school, so they give medals. I believe people will get interested now. Well, we find out say, a lot of the important sport then they will put now with schools there and they will allow the picking them for play and even we safe. And which means we kill out with we own culture. And the main aim about this traditional sports and games is for keep the heritage of our culture. We culturally die out as Africans. I mean, we bring the points at which we Chief Samson Mustafa, as General for the United Africa Traditional Sports and Games, say why we organize African Championship without playing African games. You know, when you say about Commonwealth Games, now all in the Commonwealth Committee, the games where they get now they play. So why for do African Championship without African games? So UNESCO thought it fit that we go promote traditional games through martial arts. You know, IMA could become with the martial arts to schools incorporation for encourage the traditional sports and games. And since we get a committee of that in Sierra Leone, and now they celebrate the International Traditional Games on the 14th of August. So, and my own duty now for link Sierra Leone and the rest of Africa and the world.
Well, I know some viewers who they watch you right now don't hear which you don't say. Also, I want you give you the different types of games they will get for introduce to them picking there.
Well, we work the games. We need to introduce the game. We call us because the game is our gene. It's inside with gene. All Sierra Leoneans by birth, you know, you get AKRA para. You get AKRA, you get KID-AFAN, you get ARDIE, you get balance ball, you get touch boundary, you get a botkidi, you know, you get pombo. You know, when we get pombo when they play. You understand? So we even get that bearing. Where they make the board, gear and the bearing, they will race. You know, all the funny sport then we can develop and to become more with rules and regulation. We develop and much more better. Like so they talk about botkidi. Why not they push botkidi for now? It needs a lot of protection. First of all, it needs space, and two, a lot of glass in there around now with doors and windows and at the schools there, and also for the picking them, they need a face guard, they need a shield guard, you know, all they need the gloves. So we go come to that, but the main aim is we get promote sports here, so then sports here we don't take first touch boundary, AKRA, KID-AFAN, ARDIE, and balance ball, and then 5 year one promote first as Sierra Leone. Other countries and say they promote and you get other countries and we get different kind of games. And if you notice, the game of the player like touch boundary, they play all over Africa, but with different name. AKRA they play all over Africa, but with different names. So this time around, we try for get one rules wrestling, you know. So I make like wrestling African games. So now. UNESCO don't say okay, Senegal are one of the country where the own rules will take for all over the world because Senegal them be serious in the wrestling, and so Sierra Leone we now touch boundary and AKRA now were actually let me say founded in Sierra Leone. The go will say wrestling now we want about wrestling we talk about Senegal. You cannot talk about African wrestling no mention Senegal. So one let say touch boundary or AKRA let mention Sierra Leone. So, and other countries can get it. So, all over Africa, we get different sports. This is just normal. It's just that Africans has to, we get for wake up. We get for wake up to reality. Not all things with man bring count to we, all things in the Western world bring count to we or Asia. I don't for believe. Go Asia. Now, Asia, we talk about Taekwondo. Now from Korea. You talk about karate. Now from Japan. You talk about Muay Thai. Now from Thailand. You talk about Vet Vodai. Now from Vietnam. You talk about Slate. Now from so all Asian countries then get their own fighting sport. They will then put together now. All they exist. So we serve in Africa for all the use we own sport them. All go specialize on. We want to get African sports. They will get Asian sports. They will get European sports. You know. So. we aim an objective now for bring back we culture and for keep the heritage of Africa.
All right. You said don't say it all. Say on aim an objective and for bring out the sports in discipline and also the culture of Africa. So how now able to maintain say when we bring this tier back to life and not go down the drains again?
Because we will begin get incentive and the only thing we will make something sustainable. You know, look gamble now. So I make gamble the because they get profit. You know what I mean? And it's when I get profit, you know benefit. But if we begin encourage, say when somebody do AKRA, if they get certificates, where they will represent in community, where they will represent in school, because we go for do this traditional sports and games, we go make sure say and watch and municipal where they don't start, then we make competition, then we'll give medal, we'll give trophy. We go big dance when they will represent Sierra Leone at the African Championship, they will come back and money go there inside. So at the end of this day, when there's an incentive, people have interest. If you don't get incentive, you know feel for the one.
So, Mr. CEO, it will be last word to viewers.
My last word, I want to let the parents them all over Sierra Leone. Let we encourage you beginning for play with games there. Let we encourage and let we save land for begin play with games with beginning because now we no more go pass on the tradition because they not sabi now for teach here. Me na one man we are gonna beat you to my family na touch boundary with the play. With the play hide and seek. So you get for play with you beginning. Also good for health. So I want to let everybody in Sierra Leone and every corner allow him picking for play AKRA, allow him picking, let him picking play as picking. And not play the games. We only focus now, if you see, even at the primary schools, even kindergarten school, oh, beauty contest, you know? So you don't take the picking mind off. Always they think about beauty, beauty, beauty. And in that way, they take the picking out of the focus. No focus on sport and exercise. I beg now someone say to all man of Sierra Leone, Lord focus on sport and exercise. That's very, very important. I love people culture.
It's plenty thank you for talk to Sierra Network Discovery in Sports.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity for talk to the world and Sierra Leone and everybody at large. Thank you.
Who said all listen? Within the CEO and also the chairman of the All Africa Games in Sports don't talk concerning how they plan for bringing them games they are back to life. Now different school them and also how they plan for maintenance. So the picking themselves will be able to pass this knowledge to themselves you picking it tomorrow. May don't be your host, Scyll Akempta Kargbo. Plenty thank you to my camera operator Nasame Bright. Until then, stay glow. So Sierra Network Discovery in Sports.